What's going on, guys? I wanted to talk a little bit about TikTok, just a little bit. Some conspiracy theories I've seen, which were pretty interesting, and the fact that we got banned, unbanned, pretty much everything is back in working order now. I know sometimes my buddies are having trouble getting on it here and there, but for the most part, now we're back to sending goofy memes at each other. The only good news out of this is me and my uncle did not lose our streak. It's still there. I think it's 186 days now. But the things that have gotten, bothered me, it's not TikTok itself, it getting banned. It getting banned did annoy me because of a bunch of lies that were being said. And at least to me, I'm saying they're lies. I'm not saying that I'm going to sit here and prove it. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with people. Because anybody that wants to listen to what they were told about TikTok and how Facebook doesn't do this or blah, 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 you're not going to get through to them. They're going to be dead set that they are right, you are wrong. So I'm not here to argue that. What I am here to talk about is the people that were crying because they lost their revenue because TikTok was going to be shut down. It just shows how incompetent a lot of people are, and I never second guess the incompetency of people as a whole. TikTok definitely showed me how dumb the mass is as far as the majority of people out there that are willing to degrade themselves and do really dumb things just for internet clout, a little bit of money, maybe a sponsor here and there, depending on how that works. TikTok, I don't think is a virus to me. I just think it just gives more people crazier ways to express themselves, and I'm here for that. I'm fine. It's 100% fine. Do what you want to do. But to get back on point, for you to have all your financial income tied to just TikTok is beyond stupid. Nothing as far as internet I would consider to be viable forever. Okay, this is still a very new thing for the most part. People are still trying to make money off of, say, YouTube, off of Twitch, and it's so it is very volatile. Okay, the entire ecosystem of streaming content creation is just a big roller coaster. YouTube had a huge adpocalypse not too long ago. Twitch is suffering right now from some problems. TikTok just almost got banned. And I guess nobody's learned from YouTube to begin with. YouTube was years ago. And nobody's learned not to have all their income coming from one source if you're going to be on the internet, okay? Like, I do not make all my money off of YouTube. I don't even actually get paid anything right now. While I do have AdSense and all this other stuff, and I'm in the partner program, all this stuff has finally gotten on my channel, I still have not hit the threshold, okay? And even that threshold would not be enough to be able to make payments on my house, to make payments on my truck, to pay the lights. It probably could afford the internet, maybe. I don't even think that would be viable for every month. But my primary source of income is a factory job. That is what I do day in and day out. And then I come home and I do videos for everybody, or I stream as often as I can. And I just try to enjoy the community that I've been building and still building on my channel. And I'm not telling you not to do TikTok or, YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. What I'm saying is, unless you are making an immaculate amount of money, it is probably smart to have a second source of income, a part-time job somewhere. But yeah, bare minimum, get something else for income at least, because it is not a smart move to keep all of your financial income coming straight from social media. It's just not. And there's a lot of people that tell you that. There's successful YouTubers that will tell you don't do that. Because at any point in time, first off, you can get banned instantly. You can just get banned. Okay, things can happen that can ruin everything for you. You could have one bad day and everything's just ruined. Terms and conditions can change. There could be something you were doing that is perfectly fine 10 years ago, say YouTube for instance, and then today, boom, you just can't do that anymore. That could be your style of content and be gone. It's not a smart move. It's definitely not it shouldn't be your priority. But I think I've ranted a little bit long about that. I want to also get on to something else that kind of blew my mind. So, I'm going to try to really simplify this. It can be complex in other areas compared to what I'm saying. It could be easier than what I'm saying. But I wanted to say there's a conspiracy as far as I'm concerned, because I couldn't verify any of this, okay? And being the fact that I'm just going off of other people, I find it kind of weird. They said that this entire TikTok thing was, first off, a ploy. It was just to keep you looking one way while they were doing stuff underhanded with TikTok. So basically, as of right now, from what I've seen, is that TikTok got its entire data where everything goes through, where they collect data, blah blah blah, is now not going to where it originally did. Now it's moved to North Carolina. And there's the thing about it. for it to get moved, it doesn't just happen. It wasn't like, all right, we're going to shut TikTok down today, so we're going to move everything, right? Everything's going to get ready for another center. That's not how that works. Now, while it is quick to move, it is fairly quick to move. It's not quick to discuss that. This is business practice. This is a huge business. TikTok is like, I think, the #1 platform pretty much for social media right now. At least it was at one point in time. Literally for like data sharing and whatnot, just posting videos. It's almost beat YouTube almost, single-handedly. But basically, to get back to what I was saying, what happened is there may have been some hands shaked a couple months ago. It would take him months to come to an agreement of some sort. And there's been some updates talking about, well, there's talks that 50% of the stake will be bought out by America, this, that, and the other, which is entirely possible. But if you go back to what I'm saying about the conspiracies, this could have been in the talks way before. And there's been little hints here and there that made it seem like it, because he's done his own, the CEO, which I forget his name right now, the guy that went up against the U.S. government, stated that, Trump, and multiple times, said Trump is like the guy that's still fighting for this. I've seen where people were saying, and I don't remember this happening, so forgive me if I'm wrong, that Trump was the first one to try to initiate a ban. I don't remember that. I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to gaslight, I just don't remember it. But that would make this worse if he initiated it and then he's backpedaling and trying to officiate that we need to keep it. There's a lot of things that I know that TikTok has definitely been blamed for. And I know mainstream media has blamed TikTok for a lot of things. TikTok is absolutely insane. I'm not going to lie. You can watch so many goofy videos, and I never really have an issue. All my stuff is usually Phasmophobia, Call of Duty very rarely now because I don't watch that much, and memes. It is primarily just dumb brain rot memes. I know that's a lot of people's complaint is it's brain rot, and that it should be taken away from kids and it shouldn't be allowed to be on platforms, blah, blah, blah. You are parents. You can take care of your kids. Be a parent. That's my only answer to that. Be an adult. Stop iPadding your children. It's really simple to be an adult. You go outside and go play with the kids instead of trying to have TikTok rule their life and then blame TikTok. So I never understood. Everybody's always blaming. I know people right now that have kids that have phones and tablets and laptops, play Fortnite, and they are nowhere near as brain rotted as other people. They still say like skibbity toilet and shit. But the parents are actually monitoring what they watch. They're really well in their life. Take them hunting. They play sports with them, go outside. They do a lot of stuff like parents are supposed to do, and then try to, limit a lot of their internet access. Not like limit it in general. Obviously, they still want them to have some freedom with it, but they try to make sure they're not going to just absolutely turn into brain dead children. But anyway, yeah, back to that. Basically, everything got moved overnight while everything was shut down, while you couldn't access it. So that may, let's bridge some things together. That may be actually why it was shut down for that little bit of time, is because of a previous agreement that nobody knows about would have allowed them to do that. That's just my little tidbit on it. Like I said, this is a little bit of an ongoing thing. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. And you best believe I could be wrong in some of the things that I'm saying. I'm not saying what I said was right. I mean, I don't have any proof or sources. Like I said, I tried to Google it. And Google and Facebook and all that Meta is all in not one big basket, but they're all definitely buddies. To say the least, they definitely help each other. So I would say if I'm trying to Google it, obviously I'm not going to be able to find it as easy. It's going to be a little bit harder, especially it's under the table type stuff, to try to, kind of keep everybody guessing is what I've been seeing. But I guess the good news is we got TikTok back. I definitely am fine to be able to just kind of ruin my brain for an hour in between me dying on Phasmophobia or Call of Duty or this or that. And, that's where some of my content comes from, is me talking about things that interest me. And TikTok is a huge, huge part of that, where I see things, go, you know what? I didn't know that happened. Look something up. Boom, I'm good. It's a quick way for me to get small sources of information that I can go actually look up and do a little bit of extra look on, if it isn't something goofy like a car wreck or two idiots getting into a fight. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.